How good you guys are. We've been at a couple of locations. This is our third one, and the shows have been phenomenal. You're going to have a great time, but you guys have a reputation of being the most lively people out of all the locations we go to. And I'll agree with that. This is like a cruise ship. So we should have done happy hour first, and then we could have done this. But it's okay. You're going to be happy. So let's do one more practice. Do a little bit better on that clap, and then I'm going to give you an introduction. Come on. Now, listen to, let me find it. Listen to this introduction, and here we go. This is going to be really good, okay? Our special guest presenter today has performed his amazing visual and psychological, can you say that word, illusions in 50 countries on 6 continents. So go ahead and clap today. That's a good practice. He has been featured on Good Morning America, CNN, Nightline, and multiple international network broadcasts. And he's also been featured in the New York Times, in theaters from Hollywood Magic Castle to the London Palladium. In 2022, he performed on an Armed Forces Entertainment Tour to entertain the U.S. and allied troops in the Middle East. Please welcome for magic, music, and more, Joe M. Turner. Let's ready to roll!
Thank you, Greg. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much fun. My name is Joe. I couldn't be more tickled to be with you today. I bring you greetings from Memphis, Tennessee, where my wife and I moved recently to take care of her parents. And yes, the name of the show today is Magic, Music, and More. So if you don't like part of the show, there's 2 other parts that you might like. You'll have a good time. My job for the next 55 minutes or so is to amaze and entertain you using all the skills that I have at my disposal, the skills and abilities that kept me from dating in high school. So this will be really fun for you and kind of a tragic flashback for me. Just to get started, I want to make sure you're paying attention. When I was a kid, I wanted to learn how to do magic, and all the books said you should start by taking a coin from your mom's purse or your dad's change and just put it on the back of your hand. Try to open and close your hand without dropping the coin. And it's just to get a sense of balance and like the musculature of your hand and all of that. And then it said put it on the first finger, try to lift the second finger, pull it up vertical, and let it flop over to the next finger. And to do that with all the fingers. And the book said if you did this every day for 5 or 10 minutes, over time it would get smoother and faster and faster and smoother. And the book said that if you did it long enough, people would clap. I'm glad you like it. Apparently you weren't able to see, sir. Let me put that. No, I'm just kidding. My friends were like you. They were like, well, that's pretty cool, but it's not exactly magic, is it? It's more like juggling, if you think about it. When they wanted to see magic, they interpreted it as putting the coin in one place, and it would disappear and reappear somewhere else in the other room. Oh, thank you. Some of my friends, they were like, well, that's pretty good, but clearly you're using sleight of hand, right? You must be concealing the coin in between your fingers somehow so that we just can't see it. Maybe it's going around the back, or maybe it's going up your sleeve in your fancy jacket. If only you had some kind of barrier, a barrier made of steel, or titanium, or silk. So that when you put the coin in there, we would know it's not going through your fingers, it's not going through the back of your hand, it's not going up your sleeve. Then and only then, if the coin disappeared, might we believe it could be magic. And that's all. Thank you very much. Everybody's understanding my shoes. Yeah, so like I said, not much action in high school. But when I got to college and I could make dreams, that was good. So there you go. That's just to prove that I didn't walk in off the street. I really did practice for you people. We're gonna have a little fun with some magic and some music and some more. And right now I'd like to do a song for you. This is a song that is actually pretty appropriate for a magician to sing, particularly a magician who does magic that's close-up magic. Today you'll see me do some stage magic, but I've traveled the world doing stage magic and close-up magic. This is a wonderful song. All the songs I'm going to do for you today come from someone whose name you would recognize if I said it, but I'm not going to say it because you're going to know who it is as soon as I do a couple of these. But I'll tell you his initials are Frank Sinatra. So let's do a little music from Frank. Alphabetically speaking, here's my philosophy, and all I'm seeking. So I'm going to kick off a little introduction here, a little music, and then we're going to have some fun together. When you hear my name, that's your cue to clap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man you're about to meet combines professionalism, sleight of hand, and charm to create entertaining deceptions for his audiences all over America. Please welcome a man with some lingering doubts about the laws of physics, Joe M. Turner.
You never miss the water till your well runs dry. Till your well runs dry. You never miss Joe Turner till he says goodbye. Sweet babe, I'm going to leave you, and the time ain't long. No, the time ain't long. If you don't believe I'm leaving, count the days I'm gone. You will be sorry from your heart. Sorry. when you and I was apart. And every time you hear a whistle blow, hear a whistle blow, you hate the day you lost your joy.
Jerry, all right. Audrey and Jerry, big round of applause. Yeah. All right. So let's make sure this doesn't go any further. It's funny you should ask that question. Did you hear what she said? She said, how did you do that? That is a very good question. It is the number one question I get asked the most when I do magic is, how did you do that? The second most common question I get, why did you do that? Why did you do that? The third most common question, when are you going to get a real job? My wife asked me that question. I've been 25 years doing this. It's taken us all over the world. I've been very fortunate that magic and music have taken me literally all over the world, across the planet a couple of times. And I can't believe God has taken pity on me like that to give me this kind of opportunity to entertain people. I love it. I'm grateful for you for having me today. I will tell you a question that I get asked sometimes as a magician, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's the top three, but it's up there, is who is your favorite magician? They ask me that. I think I think they think I'm going to say maybe like David Copperfield or Siegfried and Roy or one of Blackstone, one of the Vegas type magicians, right? And they're great. I love them. They're great. Some people think I'm going to say one of the TV magicians, Doug Henning and Lance Burton and David Blaine, Chris Angel, and that crowd. And they're wonderful too. I wouldn't complain one day out there. Or some people think I might name one of the historical magicians, Houdini, Keller, Thurston, Alexander, Del O'Dell, Al Baker, all the great historical magicians. My favorite magician was none of those. My favorite magician was a man named Fred Kaps, and I'm sure most of you have never heard of him, if any of you have. He was Dutch. He was very popular in the Netherlands and in Europe in the 1950s and into the 60s. He came to the United States in the early 60s to get famous here. And he did what you're supposed to do, which is to get on the Ed Sullivan Show. It's how people used to get famous in this country. And even though he succeeded in getting on the Ed Sullivan Show, I would guess most of you still don't know who he is, and I'll tell you why. Fred Kaps was on the Ed Sullivan Show. He's the act that followed the Beatles. So that timing didn't work. But he could do big illusions, he could do close-up, sleight of hand. He did one trick in all of his shows, and he used 5 playing cards. And so I like to do my version of it in all of my shows. I call it the world-famous Fred Kaps 5-card trick. That's what I call it. It's not a very creative name, but it helps me remember what I'm supposed to do. And you don't even have to be a card player to follow along. All you have to do is know how to count to 5 and know that it's 5 cards that are blue on the back and black on the front. And it's very easy to follow the world-famous Fred Kaps 5-card trick using 5 cards that are all blue on the back and all black on the front. Sorry. No, blue on the back.
Yeah.
Right, and black on the front.
No.
No? Oh gosh. Unfortunately, it does not work with red cards, and so today I will not be able to do the world famous Fred Kaps 5-card trick for you. But you're in luck. I do know a 4-card trick. It is 80% as good as the other trick. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It uses 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are blue on the back and black on the front. Let's see, Alexander Elmsley was a British magician who was very well known for doing tricks that used 4 cards that were blue on the back and black on the blue on the back and black on the. It's just as embarrassing for me as it is for you. Today we will not be able to do the 5-card trick and we will not be able to do the 4-card trick. We will have to do the 3-card trick using these 3 cards that are blue on the back and black on the front. Let's see, Michael Skinner. Michael Skinner was an American close-up magician who was very well known for, right, okay, did you ever have one of those mornings where you weren't even sure it was worth chewing through your restraints? That's the morning I'm having this afternoon. Today we will not be doing the 5-card trick, nor the 4-card trick, nor apparently the 3-card trick. We're going to do the 2-card trick using these 2 cards that are blue on the back and black on the front, I hope. 2 cards. Eddie Fechter was a bartender in Tonawanda, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you all that today we will not be doing the 5-card trick, nor the 4-card trick, nor the 3-card. We can't even do the 2-card trick. We're going to have to do the world famous Joe M. Turner 1-card trick. And I hope you enjoyed the attempt. Thank you very much. I think I know the problem. The problem is I've spent too much time doing magic, and you guys probably want me to do another number. So I'll go over here and sing a song, and maybe we can get this show back on track. Let's sing. Well, I have to wait for the Wi-Fi to open up so I can do my songs these days. Can you guys hear okay? How's the sound? Is the music overpowering? Too much piano?
We're thinking maybe it would be better without this.
Turn that down a little bit?
Yeah. Right?
Let's see. Check, check, check. Is it? I'll see what we can do. Very good. And I'll try to make it work out. Let's see. You took my kisses and you took my love. You taught me how to care. Am I to be just the memory of some one-sided love affair? All you took, I gladly gave. There's nothing left for me to say. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Had a piano. It's not this one. She had the real one. It's in my house now. And I inherited that piano and the whole piano bench full of music. Frank songs and Irving Berlin and George Gershwin and the whole. And so that's where my taste in music really was developed, was watching my grandmother and her sisters sit around that piano and play and sing all the great music. And so you're going to hear another one right now. And then we'll do some more magic. You know, I got nowhere to go and all day to go. Let's take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy for us to fall in love. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Relax and don't you worry. We're gonna fall in love. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say. But let's make all the stuff will tell you, I just got back from a week at the Magic Castle, which is a magic venue in Hollywood, California. It's like Carnegie Hall for magic. Magicians go their whole career hoping to be invited to perform there. That's what this little pin means, is I'm over there. I've been there over the last, over the last 20 years. I've had the opportunity to perform there in person 8 times, 8 week-long contracts in all the main showrooms, close-up, parlor, stage, and I did 2 virtual shows for them back during the lockdowns. So I've worked with the Magic Castle for a long time. And this is something I did there recently, and I'm going to share it with you because I think it's important. And it has to do with the fact that most people, when they enjoy seeing magic, most of the time the only place they've ever seen a magic trick is on a screen. They've seen it maybe in a movie, maybe on TV, maybe on their phone, maybe on their tablet. Rarely do people get the opportunity to see it in person. You know, that screen is like a window. And this is a, I don't know what kind of wood that is. Could be cherry, could be maple, I don't know. It's not pine, I don't think. But, and then plexiglass. When this was originally developed about 70 years ago, it used glass, but I'm just using plexiglass. And it's put in there so it'll fit and it makes a window. And the thing about a window is even though you can see through it, it still separates you from what's on the other side, right? Which is sometimes a good thing and sometimes a bad thing. But if you think about it, the screens that we watch magic through are very much like a window. That glass is separating me from the people on the other side of the screen who are watching the show go by. And as artistically as I may do the illusion, it still is separated from them by a screen, right? Like Paul said, you know, it's through a glass darkly, right? You can't quite see exactly. There might be something, because you're laced into that screen. You're so focused on the television or on the movie screen or on whatever's in front of you, you don't get to experience the magic live and in person. But today, they brought me here for you for one very important reason. And that is to take away the screen so that you can experience it live and in person. Thank you very much. No. I heard the commentary in the background. Hey, I know something fun. I saw some decks of cards in the drawer over there. Would you like to see a card trick? I can do it. Would you like me to use your cards instead of mine? I have some, but if I use yours, you'll know that nobody was putzing around with these things. So let's get a deck of cards. And it was Carol.
Yes.
Can you mix those up for me? I think they're in order. That may be a different pack. Okay. Well, if you'll take the jokers out, and I'll let you mix those up. Carol without the E. Carol without the E. Carol. That's okay. I'm Joe with the E. I'm Joe with the E on the end. So thank goodness. So you mix those up, and Carol's going to shuffle those. We're going to see if we can create an illusion that will fill the size of this entire room using these little pieces of paper, 52 pieces of paper, that have been put into a random order. These 51 pieces of paper that have been put into a, oh, she got it. Okay, she got it. Very good, she picked it up. So these are now mixed up. I'll show you some of my favorite shuffles too. This is the traditional riffle shuffle. You've heard of the riffle shuffle with the waterfall and bridge. And then this is an overhand shuffle, what she was doing. And let's see, this is the politician shuffle. And then this is the Oklahoma cow patty shuffle. You have to be from a certain part of the country. Don't run down there. I don't want you to get stuck down there. And I was down. So here's what we've got. We've got 52 cards shuffled by Carol. I'll mix them up again so I don't know what's on top. Very good. And I'll ask, your name?
Trish.
Trish, if you'll take the cards, and if you'll deal them one at a time, deal 10 cards into my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, Trish. And if you will, pass the cards back to Carol. And if you'll take your 10 cards and please put them on your chair under your behind. Or your left. Very good. And Carol, if you'll pass the cards down to Marcy. Marcy will pass them to Clark. Clark will pass them across here to Patty. And Patty, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. If you'll deal me 10 cards, just deal 10 cards in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you make sure what?
Next one off the bottom.
Did you get one off the bottom? I wasn't watching. But you got 10? Okay, hand the cards back to Clark. Hand the deck back to Clark, if you will. And if you'll take your 10 and put them on your chair under yourself. I'll take these. I just wanted these out of the way while you counted your 10 and you put them with no help from me. Right? Mary. And you put your 10 under there too. And so now I've got my friend, it was Pat, right? Pat, right there. I've got the rest of the deck, 32 cards. I'll run my thumb down the side. I want you to say stop anywhere.
Stop.
Now you can see that card, right? I don't want you to take that one. I want you to take the next one, but don't look at it yet. Just put it on your lap. If she had stopped a little sooner, she would have been up here. If she'd stopped a little later, she would have been down there. But she stopped right at that exact spot, right after that card. You got the next card. Here's what I propose. Whatever the number is on Pat's card, I will take that many cards from Trish's chair and move them across the room over to Patty's chair. And this I will do without being slapped or arrested or anything. So if it's an ace, we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If it's a face card, we'll call it 10, just like in blackjack, okay? So how many did you draw for us to move today? You can show it to everybody. She has drawn the 3 of clubs. So I'll take that. That means that we're going to move 3. We'll just set this right here for now so I don't forget. 3. Don't move. Keep hands in view. Everybody keep your hands in view. Very good. Here comes card number 1. Are they on this side? On your right side? Don't move. I think I got one. Are they on your right side or your left side? Left side. Okay, don't move. Oh, they're over there. The first card has moved. The first card has moved. Some of you don't believe me, but suddenly Trish got a little shorter and Patty got a little taller. So you can see, that's just, here comes the second card. This looks ridiculous, but it's invisible. If I drop it, I'll never find it. So we'll put it right here. 2 cards have moved. Now the difficult one. This one's hard. Sometimes it sticks. You may have to push a little on this one, okay? Okay. Don't push too hard. Don't push too hard. 3. I gotta tell you, there's a lot more cardio in magic than I expected when I started. The third card has moved. Unbelievable. The most amazing magic trick you've ever seen in your life. But I can tell by the looks of skepticism on your face. So I'll make it even harder. I'll move them back. You're not buying that song. It's a tough crowd. You should have had drinks first. That would have been okay. I'll tell you what, we'll just stop right here. You just hold. Trish, how many cards did you count?
10.
Yeah, and you put them on the chair with no help from me. If you'll stand up and take your cards and bring them over here, and just set your bag down in your chair, because you're going to need 2 hands. If you will, come over here, count the cards into my hand, one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Are there any cards left in your chair? No, this is all 7. Well, that's half of a really good card trick. Thank you. You can really sit down. That's good. That was pretty nice applause, but it's not the full trick, so it's only going to be worth the raucous ovation. If Patty has her 10 plus 3 from Trish. So I'm not going to even come near you. If you will stand up, please take your cards and walk over here with me. Bring your whole deck with you. And come on over here and face the audience, and we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Amazing! You can have a seat. Great job, Chris. Great job, Perry. All right, as promised, I got neither slapped nor arrested, and these are your cards. And I know that the next time y'all play, with whatever game you play, what do y'all play? Canasta. So whoever plays with these cards is going to be really anxious to examine them. So I'm letting Carol put those back in the box for me, and those are your cards. Let's, how am I doing on time? Let me just double check. Oh my goodness, our time is going so quickly. Maybe it would be fun if I got someone up to help me with an illusion who was sitting more towards the back of the room where they thought they were safe. There's no such. What's your name? Beverly. I love your cable sweater. Could I ask you to help me just for a minute? How about a big round of applause for Beverly? You stand. In fact, you stand right over here. You stand right over here, and that is great. And Beverly, are you from this area originally, or where are you from originally?
Gainesville, Georgia.
Gainesville.
Moved here just from Cocoa Beach. I've been down there the last 14 years.
Oh, wow, Cocoa Beach. So you're watching space takeoffs and stuff like that. I'm sure. I went down there and watched the shuttle launch back when they were still launching it. So I'm going to ask Beverly, who has come up. Didn't know she was going to have to be performing today, so I really appreciate you rising to the occasion. She's going to help me with a beautiful illusion that you've probably seen a version or two of it before, but the way I do it is a little different, and when I get to what makes my version different, I'm going to point it out to you. You may recognize it just from the sound, maybe from the shape. It's been shown on TV many times. In fact, many times it's been exposed on TV. People have shown how to do it on TV. But as I said, the way I do it is a little bit different. So when we get to my version that makes my version different, I'm going to show you what makes my version different. So in order to do this, you do have to pass a pretest, Beverly. Are you ready for the pretest? All right, so here we have ring number 1. She did a good job. How many are here?
2.
And now how many? 3. And how many altogether? She passed the pretest. But you were on, well, that I can't believe they were clapping for counting to 4, though. That's the soft bigotry of low expectations right there. I'd like you to take, let's see, have you done this magic kind of stuff with anybody before? Okay, well, I'd like you to take a ring, and I'll take a ring. Do you have a favorite ring did you have a favorite of 1, 2, 3, or 4? Number 3, number 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll take that. That may be 2. I'm going to take number 1. And look at the ring all the way around, the inside, the outside, the interior, the exterior. See if you can find the secret hole that makes the trick work. Look all the way around, inside, outside. Did you find it?
No.
Hold it up in the light, and there it is. There it is, right here. Look. The secret hole. Well, it's not a big secret, Clark, but it makes the trick work. Without that, this wouldn't be the linking rings at all. It would be the banging hubcap trick. Nobody would want to watch that. So if you will, hold the ring so that it's both hands on the back there, and any solid spot you like right here on top. Is that a solid spot? Right there, or? And then pull your hands back so that you don't get hit. I'm going to hit the spot you choose. So that spot right there. Okay, pull your hand away, because I'm going to hit right here. Okay, but hold the ring down there. But this is the spot you want me to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't want to hit your hand. I'm going to hit it hard. This is steel. Feel that. That's solid steel. Okay, on the count of 3, solid steel for solid steel. Do not blink. You may miss this ancient and beautiful mystery. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you. That's high praise for middle school athletes right there. Getting the rings together is only half the battle. You also have to get them apart, and I do that with circular frictional motion. And that melts the metal just enough that you can pull them apart like that. I know. So thank you very much. And now it is time for Beverly to do the trick herself. Now that I've taught you so effectively, if you'll hold your right hand out flat, I'm going to ask you to make a fist, just one palm down, make a fist on top, make a fist, hold the rings, don't let go. I'm going to take number 3 and number 4, just do what I say. You're going to hold it out there, I'll count to 3. When I snap my fingers, don't do it yet, but when I snap my fingers, you'll hold on to one ring and let go of the other ring, and they'll link together in your hand. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, well, so that's okay. Well, that's very good. Well, getting them together, as I said, is only half the battle. I never found somebody get it on the first try. Hold one in each hand, and you can do the circular motion with your wrists or your elbows or your shoulders. My elbows get mine apart the fastest. And once you have them apart, you just put them back together and hold. Exactly, just like that. Oh my gosh, that was quick. You know what? I'm going to teach you the second method. The second method. In my rubric. If you'll hold the ring with your thumb on top and with your left hand, spin the bottom ring. Yeah. It doesn't really do anything, it's just show business. They expect us to do that. When we do things like that, they go crazy. I'll prove it. Do it. I told you, they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. So this time do it, spin it with your left hand, spin it hard. With your left hand, reach through the secret hole, grab it, pull it back through so it goes up your left shoulder. Then you bring it back down, 1, 2, 3, and they link back together, and they're now in your left hand. In your left, exactly! Amazing! I've never seen anybody pick it up so quickly, like a prodigy. I'm going to teach you the third method, but I have to warn you, it's the dangerous method. So here we go. You can just face me, hold them in your left hand, pull back on the ring with your right hand. And we're going to go 1, 2, don't do it yet. On 3, you're going to push it really hard so it goes all the way around the top. And as it comes around the top, you're going to put your right hand through there. I got to warn you, as it comes around here, it's going about 15 miles an hour. So I just want you to be real careful. But I told you it was a dangerous method. And so we're going to do this because if you learn nothing else in life, it's that taking unnecessary risks is probably a bad idea unless it might be entertaining to your friends. And then it's a great idea. It's good for a lot. But, okay, wait, you said you have not done this before. Okay, I'm going to let you aim at Jerry. Aim over here at there. I'm going to aim over here. I'm going to aim at Audrey. That's okay. But that way, if something goes awry, we can still continue with the show. Here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. It goes all the way around. You take the loose one, throw it up in the air. As it comes back down, it links together into the ring. Amazing! Big round of applause for Beverly. Man, with only a few minutes of expert training from a very attractive middle-aged magician, she was able to cause her rings to link together in a chain like mine. I've been doing this a little bit longer than her, so instead of a chain of 2, I can make a chain of 4. Sometimes I can make it look like 2 chains of 2 linked twice between the other 2 rings. 2 rings linked twice between the other 2 rings. A feat only I find entertaining. But that's okay, because what you never want to have happen is 3 on 1. And if you have 3 on 1, there's nowhere to go except to work your way back to the beginning. So here we have ring number. That's number 4. I said we're working our way back to the beginning. So that's ring number 4. That's ring number 3, which leaves us with ring number 2. Ring number 2. Beverly, these were yours. Ring number 4, ring number 3, ring number 2. Ring number 1, including the mystery of the titles. All right, well, we have 2 experiences left. One is magic, one is music, and I'm going to let you choose which one you would like to do first. So, who would like to see magic first and close with music? Raise your hands. Who would like to do music first and close with magic? Raise your hands. Okay, we'll do the one more song, and then we'll close out with a final magic trick, and then we'll call it a day. Let's do my finale on the piano. One more from you know who. Chairman of the board. Does anybody remember where he was born? Hoboken, New Jersey. That is correct. You win the opportunity to help me with the next trick. I'm just kidding. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you'll find, to be narrow of mind when you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. 'Cause love is either in your heart or on the way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. If you should survive to 105, look at all you derive out of being alive. And here's the best part, you'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, look at all you derive out of being alive. And here's the best part, you'll have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Well, it seems we've reached the climax of our show. I need to close this out. Is that me? No, that's not me. So, we'll close with one final illusion, but in order to share this with you, I need to borrow something from probably one of the ladies in the audience. If you're wearing a ring, a little ring, it could be it just doesn't have to be a fancy ring, but it should be something you could recognize, something you could identify. And we have someone in the back. What's your name, miss?
Sue.
Sue. I'm Joe. I knew a boy named Sue. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. This is a beautiful ring, and it's got enough unique qualities and characteristics you would recognize it. In fact, it's not even exactly a circle, is it?
That's right.
What is that? A pentagon?
I don't know. It does.
Here we go. Last ring. So here, and Sue has loaned me this ring. I'm going to keep it in your eye just long enough for me to take it to the other side of the room here, a little bit away from her. It's got 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take it out of your sight and ask you some questions to see if you could identify this if you ever saw it again. Maybe in a cold day. So first question, Sue. Is there a stone in... Was there a stone? I'm just kidding. There's not a stone on it. That was just for the guy. Second question. Is it made of gold, silver, white gold, platinum, titanium, pewter, stainless, I don't know, uranium, plutonium? What is it?
Let's call it gold.
It's gold. And you said solid? 24 karat, 14
I don't
karat,
know. It
something.
wasn't that expensive.
Well, then, okay, probably so. Well, don't tell us that. We want to, let us dream, Sue. Let us dream.
Oh, it's gold.
It's solid gold, straight from Fort Knox. Are there any engravings on the inside?
No.
Really? Who is Alfonso? There's no engravings. Okay, so here's the thing. The fact that it is yellow gold,
Yes.
means that it is very, very pliable. You can make it into different shapes. Like some magicians, they twist balloons like they make balloon hats and animals. I'm not going to do that. What's your favorite balloon animal, though? I'll make it out of your ring. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Watch carefully. All I have to do is wave my hand over the top, and the ring disappears. It's not up my sleeve. It doesn't go in my pocket. It doesn't. It flies invisibly through the air and lands back on your finger. No. That would have been great. That would have been fantastic. Unfortunately, everybody was looking. So here's what it landed there just for a moment, but it ricocheted. It bounced, and it ricocheted somewhere that's been in view in this room since you all came in. So if you will step up, come down this aisle right over here. You'll see over there on that table is a lamp. See that lamp on that table?
Oh, by the mirror.
Yes, right in front of the mirror, and it's got those yellow, those brass flower stems sticking up, and inside all of those is a black leather purse. Can you grab that and come this way? Don't open it yet, but just walk this way. I want you to hold it up to your ear and shake it just a little bit. Can you hear something wiggling inside?
I can feel something.
You can feel it. Come on over here. I want you to hold on to that just to make sure that I don't go anywhere. I want everybody else to hear that. You're going to see it, what's inside, okay? Can you hear it? It's not just what's inside, it's what's hanging on the chain. Inside the purse, over by the lamp. Hanging attached to the chain is a ring. Now it's a gold ring, but interestingly enough, this is a ring that has edges. It's got 5 edges. It does not have a stone. It does not have any engraving. Is that in fact your very ring? It is your ring. I'll let you take this back into your possession right now as a token of our time together. A big round of applause for Steve. You did great. You did. Be careful. And so a round of applause for Steve. And that just is what I would like to close with, to remind you that sometimes things of great value will be found in places that we have overlooked. We've looked right past it and never paid attention to it, and it was there all the time. I would just encourage you that that is something that I can apply to my life. I hope you can apply it to yours. I hope you had a wonderful time this afternoon. I know I did. My name is Joe Turner. Thank you all very much.
Everybody, I know we can get a little bit louder applause for ourselves. Thank you so much for being able to help Joe. Did we enjoy this?
Oh, yeah.
We definitely want Joe to come back, right? Awesome. Chris, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe, if you have just a sec to be able to just, anybody have anything for Joe? No, just another, we just appreciate. Oh,
Thank you all.
now you know that that's how you do it, we said we did it. Thank you so much,
You all are
Joe.
very kind. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. No, thank you.
Hey guys, before you leave, Pam wanted me to come up here. Thank you, Miss Pam, for allowing us to do this event. You know, she does top-notch events all the time. So we brag on her, and even at the other locations, she's kind of set the standard. But my name is Craig Sloan. Just to reintroduce myself, I'm the pastor at the 5 different locations. I'm at a different location every week. On Wednesdays, I'm here. And I'm going to be launching a Bible study because I had 2 or 3 people that approached me. 2 of you, I think, are in the room. And you requested, you didn't want a lecture style, but something more interactive. So we're starting that next week. It's on the calendar. It'll be next Wednesday. I believe it's 10:30. It's also in the icon. And it's going to be interactive. So it's going to be discussion. There'll be questions. It's very encouraging.